So here we have a 2008 Jeep Wrangler. This is a friend of mine I've grown up with. We had painted it once. There's a few imperfections in the body. He's in the Philippines, so we're gonna go ahead and tinker on it while he's gone. So this channel will be about time management, when to do the proper body work and when not to. It's kind of a budget build, so can't go too overboard. It has been here almost a year, which is quite a while. A year goes by fast, but you can get a lot done in even a matter of a couple of days. So we'll go ahead and look at this project as well as a pretty much same year, 2010 Hyundai. We're doing a spot repair on, and then we also have a 69 Bronco paint restoration. So this will be how to properly prep fiberglass, because this whole front clip is fiberglass, how to adjust doors, how to do door gaps, how to treat rust. Um, this will evolve into a paint job by Friday, in which you can see the finalized product. Um, Definitely a lot of work to do. It's just a matter of staying focused, putting in the hours. I think I guesstimated 25 hours of prep, and that's kind of underbidding it. You're always going to have unforeseen hours. So anyways, we'll go ahead and start with today's main objective. You always want to get the easy things done. How I've been able to be self-employed for 7 years is to always have a small paycheck to either pay for gas or credit card or food, rent, etc. So this car came in. It's a contract we have for a dealership. It was scraped here in the quarter panel. This was dented in. Everywhere there's primer. There was either big scratches where the paint was removed, and there was a huge hole. It looked like maybe a hitch on a truck had backed up into this bumper. So right now we have take a mild high build primer. It should be ready to block on within 2 hours. I had done some test panels. We were using a different product because the other product was out of stock. Unfortunately, I had a small run, which is kind of rare for me on primer. On clear it happens, one of every 4 sprays. So we'll show you how to prep this. This is a quick $500 job, nothing crazy. In the repair world, to me, this is cakewalk. It's super easy. It does require a couple days of work. It's about $100 material. So if you get good at it, you can make $200 a day, which is more than enough to make a living in California. You just have to prioritize your bills. Here we have the Jeep, $5,000 job. My shop rent is $1,200, so this pays for a third of my shop rent for the year, for the fiscal year. Here you can see this is a low spot. So we're gonna go ahead, and he came over before he left on his trip. He really likes how it turned out. We were not in charge of fixing the bodywork. We were in charge of treating the rust, which you can see the whole entire frame looked like this coilover. This is getting replaced. It already has a rust converter on it currently. So this next stage of this will be finding all the low spots. He's throwing more money at it to make it a little bit nicer. So all we're doing is we're hitting these low spots with 220 grit. Either add some metal glaze, polyester, or a little bit of primer. So in this case, we just block this and put some high build primer on it, and then guide coat. And after that, this is not the proper block to use, but this is 150. And then what we'll do is we'll sand it, and once it's properly sanded, if there's any guide coat left, that will show us a low spot. So all these projects will evolve in the next, I don't know, this one's getting painted tonight. This one's leaving in 1 month. And unfortunately, I have a time crunch. This is leaving in 5 days from now. So with this channel, I'll be discussing time management, how I find the energy and the motivation to do the body work, to do the prep, to paint it, to make sure it looks very. This car dealership sells affordable used car, not looking to put, brand new looking cars on their lot. What they're selling is a reliable, decent car with small imperfections. So I'm getting paid just to make it a little bit nicer. If I put all my focus into this, and instead of having 2 days of time, let's say I put 3 or 4 into it, I'm taking away my hourly rate from those, which I can make the money on. It takes a longer time to get the cash. So after a couple hours, we'll go ahead and we'll start another video on how to properly block this. We'll block it with 220, then 320, and we'll come back and wet sand it. And typically after that, you want to just spot seal everything. This will show us our body work, and then we'll go ahead and finish masking it. This was draped over just so the primer wouldn't blow out the panels. You can kind of see, dust and overspray. Every car gets their windows razor bladed with glass cleaner, and then we always clay bar and polish the surrounding panels. Primer, if you take towels and degreaser and you wipe off the panel within the first day, any overspray will come off. So I'm feeling this panel, it feels fine. I do a low pressure quick spot prime. That's probably one of the reasons that run occurred. Anyways, my name is Corey. I'm 29 and this is my work.